You out there, you ain't got to be homeless. You get what I'm saying? And listen,
Right.
come over here where ain't nobody hating on you neither. Because some of y'all, you get what I'm saying? Some of y'all, that's the problem. You don't go nowhere, you don't talk to nobody because everywhere you elevate, them folk hate on you. B can tell you, let somebody hate on you around me. I'm going to send them to the dark web. You know what I'm saying? Did you know on Instagram, when you go to your block list, if you scroll down, it will give you a suggestion of people to block by who comes to your profile but don't interact with you? Yep. You know who's on there? The person who I put out their community when they were hating on you. Listen, that's some sauce for y'all. Y'all know you don't watch it till you keep it messy. That's gonna be the opening clip. Right there. That's gonna be the opening clip. Listen, y'all. Listen, I just wanna go ahead and be honest with y'all. I ain't got a fancy introduction. I ain't got all that other stuff that you feel like we should do on a podcast / video episode. I ain't giving y'all none of that. Cause that's how they pump. Gotta make sure you say the right words. Cause YouTube, hey, I know how y'all is. They pump faked y'all the entire year. And we here to give y'all just a couple minutes of real and talk about how you can come over here and get you some real growth. Now we'll do this. So of course I'm Matt. She's B.Budgeted. We'll kind of introduce ourselves. Likely if you found this video, you already know who we is. But just in case you don't, we'll do an introduction. But I do a mentorship called How to CEO Your Business Mentorship, right? And in this mentorship, I teach you time management. I teach you real goal tracking, not just, oh, I set a goal and I think I can hit it. That ain't what I'm talking about. We do sales tracking as well and sales management. So setting your proper sales goal with your weekly sales chart, your monthly sales chart. What B comes in at is in the monthly sales chart, I do a thing where I ask you, how much does it cost to be you? Because a lot of people don't know that. So, as a growing and future entrepreneur, or some of y'all who want to go full time in entrepreneurship, you be like, I should just quit my job. Well, I always ask you, how much does it cost to be you? And some of y'all be like, I don't know. Well, how you go quit? You don't even know how much money a month that you need. So you need to, at some point, have done your numbers. And I guess this is a great place to introduce B, because in this 8 weeks, she's going to be giving you guys a budget and finance plan. So as you are making the money and with the money you already got, you will have a budget and growing your understanding of money along with credit. And there's Credit Bay. And y'all go see the interview with her and more content with her later. She had a delayed flight today. She was supposed to be here. But when we talk about the finance piece, B, tell them what you do.
I'm B, and I am the person that is going to get you on your money plan, teach you how to manage that money, and most importantly, save that money, making sure that you're prioritizing you with your savings. And then that's where you're going to be able to do your goals, because now you have the money, you know where the money is going, and you know exactly how much you need to make, and how much you make for profiting of all the other areas you want to prosper in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, all right. So now we got that out the way. We can get a little real. I told B before we started this to make sure she don't be demure, cutesy. B. I said be controversial. You get what I'm saying? So I want to start with a controversial topic off rip. You get what I'm saying? You. Hey, she had that look in her eye like, oh man, you listen. Finna get me counseled. Somebody got to get counseled with me. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, so I know that a lot of people who go join this go be digital marketers, right? I think, well, you let me know. I ask you a piece about me first. Do you think I did a good job this year of getting people to understand that digital marketing and a digital product is a part of the business, and you got to be doing business and you got to be getting sales, which is the two things that most of them lack in for this whole thing to work. You think that message got across well this year?
Hmm. I think a lot of people definitely took into consideration that it was more than just the product, because I feel like that's all it was for a while, was product. I gotta have this course, I gotta have this ebook. But you kind of brought out that it was more than that and helped them to take it from someone else's product and make it their product.
So coming from the era where you joined and got around me like 2.5, almost 3 years ago, right? You was a candle maker. So I think candle makers and crafters was big then. The crafters blew up a little bit later after that when we think about like business on TikTok where we prime it. But it do you think that a lot of them people had the same understanding or misunderstanding, or you think this was different? As far as like they wise and getting in it and how much they had to learn.
I think this is different. I think it's definitely going to be different than physical. Physical is a whole beast on its own. Like digital, I mean, yeah, you got to learn the selling, but with physical, like you got to sell it and it has to, I feel like it has to look a certain way.
Yeah. So you think because with the physical products we had to go get the product, you think that's and it's an industry. Each thing we had like there was small business, which was the big term of it then. But like you had to go get into candle making to understand candles and understand candle business. So your average person who was selling candles knew more of the business than a digital marketer who start. A lot of them just got the product. There's no real training.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's just tell people what you got. It's how they're learning now.
Which the crazy thing is, that some of the people who had skill sets, it did make them a lot of money. So like if you watching this and you like, them folks ain't make no money. No, some of them folk got up.
But it's like, what did you do with it? Because
right,
a lot of them now are still where they were months ago.
Brokey. That's where he at. I tell you, I'm not holding back to y'all on here. Lotto talking about y'all. Some of y'all, you went on vacation, but by the time it came your birthday, you gotta wait till your birthday come again to go out of town. You get what I'm saying? And it's something that people gotta know. Like you can't just be out here like reckless. You get what I'm saying?
Because I feel like this is a wave. Although they say by 2030 it's supposed to be big, but I still think that this right here, what we know, is a wave. So it's like, what did you do to set yourself up for the next wave? Because it's always going to be a next one.
Yeah. That
people are going to hop on. So it's like, if you didn't even save nothing, if you didn't invest nothing, if you didn't build something else, then you're just going to keep hopping from one thing to the next. Instead of taking this opportunity and actually using it to build something that would last forever.
What do you think the next wave might be? Like, the thing that remains the same, which is great about the 8-week mentorship, and credit's always there. Finance, and you gonna make money, you gotta manage the money. That's always there. That's more important than ever with all the stuff about recession and inflation going on. We need to be even more conscious with our dollars. You get what I'm saying? And if you're doing business, you're gonna need to know marketing. You're gonna need to know business. You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna need a community, which is the things we provide. But what you think might be the next wave? Like, you think we might go through a year of it mostly being the same, or something different go come? Because every year it done been something different.
It has. But I really think that they are truly going to push affiliate. Like,
yeah,
push it.
Yeah. You know, I was saying the other day, with all them jobs leaving, because I don't think people notice this, but you might remember I said this, I think last year going into the year. if I think about an industry, so let's think about warehouse jobs, right? So if all the warehouse jobs go to AI and machinery, right? Call centers, you still got to have an economy of people getting paid to buy something. So I said, when we think about it, content creation is gonna be that. Like everybody they go tell everybody you can be a content creator. They go tell everybody that you can be an affiliate, because if that's how we making our money and we making it from home, they not gonna mind, because a company loves the format that I only pay you what you earn rather than having to pay you hours.
And that's what I was about to say. I think that a lot of people have gotten comfortable with, oh, I'll take 10%, I'll take 20%, because they ain't got to package it, they ain't got to, you know what I mean? Like, they're just continuing to sell it. And then if they keep getting pushed the way that they are, because people are literally having their TikTok shop videos go viral, and they're making thousands off of what, 10%? If it's even lower than that.
It's a lot of time it's lower than that. It's you,
and they still making thousands.
You know what's crazy? If the music industry can say, I'll pay you $1 million to come sign with this record label, because they knew the artist didn't know that we paying you pennies on the dollar. Like, you getting less. There was a report that I think what's the name who did Black Ink said that he found out that they made VH1 made, I think it was 800 million or 80 million, and he said he know his total earnings was like 10. I said, man, that crazy. They say he found out them folk made like 80 million something or something like that. And I think it was like even more when you include like advertising, because they running ads in between your show to viewers, and they selling this ad, because Black Ink Crew was, I think, going on 10 years from like 2014 to pretty much to now. So companies not gonna mind.
Exactly. 'Cause a lot of people are okay with it. Like,
yeah. And I'm really saving. You got to think, if I'm a company, I'm really saving more money, because I ain't paying you by the hour, and it's a lot of y'all. You get what I'm saying? I'm paying maintenance for a bot. You get what I'm saying? Or a machine, especially once we get used to it. Like call centers, we barely really talk to people. We already got to the point where we either gonna figure it out, we gonna do without it, or so many places you go, you talking in the chat. Like online. So we done got used to it. I don't remember the last time I called to talk to a 1-800 person. Like, for real. Like, I'm almost irritated if they give me a person rather than prompts.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know to press 2, 3, boom, boom, this is what I need, and it says done. I really only want to talk to a person when there's really something wrong. And for that, I probably prefer to go in the store, of if it's that type of situation. So I don't know, like, I really think people are going to be, so that's a good one, affiliate being a big thing. So so in the digital marketing world, like, some people got opinions on like courses going to affiliate. What you think about that? I felt like it was always go happen, either way. So
I didn't. I thought that it was just always gonna be MRR, and they were gonna keep pushing that you can get 100%.
But you got to think about it.
Because it seemed like the ones that created it was the ones that was making the most money, so they wasn't worried about. You know what I'm saying? But now it must be something behind the scenes that they ain't saying, because they literally was the ones that was like, no, you don't have to pay. Once you pay that one price, that's it. Now you got multiple ones coming out, and you got to keep paying.
That's the mystery though. That is, I think we deep enough now where we can talk about it. Ain't like you go get no answer. So y'all know I'm a course creator, BPU, and my course is minor in numbers when it comes to now results in teaching. Y'all already know. But it's minor in the amount of numbers, because number one, it's always like Dom said, like, I didn't push screenshots when screenshots was at its hottest. So that's a couple thousand that we didn't get right there, because I'm telling people from the gate, hey man, don't do that.
But now they not telling them. Where they used to be like, oh yeah, screenshots. Now, if you go in multiple courses, they're like, don't do screenshots. Don't do screenshots.
Because it caused so much trouble with, what is it, the FDC and all of that. And you know now, which was crazy, I'm the person in the streets yelling, hey, this ain't go in where these screenshots, these numbers is showing all their money. Like, money selling was already ending from money influence, I would say, was already getting a bad rep from people who I would say, if I had to put it one level of experience above me, so like them coaches. Because on IG, that's what you used to see. Folks running around, Lambo, getting out the Lambo, telling you this the program you need. And it might be good, it might not. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say everybody who did that had a bad program. But it was that's how they was catching you. But, you know, a lot of people fought back against, like, bro, you really just giving me FOMO. You get what I'm saying? You increasing my anxiety. You setting poor expectations, because I'm thinking this is what I need, but that ain't even what I need. So then when I go in the program and you don't give me what I need, it's kind of hard for me to even say anything off of whatever your rebuttal is, because you can say, I ain't tell you that. I hopped out the Lambo and told you needed help with your credit, and you bought it.
Yeah.
And you be like, that is true. Bro did not say it would go work. Bro just said that what he did. So it was hard, but to the point, creators did seem like the creators of it. And some of the courses did seem like they were making the most money. But I always knew, and even in my own course, I wasn't the top in sales. You get what I'm saying? I got like 2 or 3 people, probably Days Dollars, y'all. Days number 1 for sure. Then you got Miss Harris. And then it started mixing up in between some people up in there. But them 2, I believe, out top. I'm somewhere in there, but my programs based off of is what I sold. You get what I'm saying? So here's a hack for y'all, because I know a lot of people probably got this question. So I'm going to just go and let it out to you. Now, this ain't everybody, but a lot of y'all be like, how do course creators make their money? I probably shouldn't tell them this. But I'm going to tell you, and this going to be the hot take. This is going to be a real TikTok, all that. Listen, here's how, as a course creator, you can make your money. I don't know how them folk made their money. A lot of them say sell the course too. Here's what I knew that was smart. So cat's out the bag, and if y'all know if I'm telling you this, it got to mean I'm on another game plan already. If I'm who you see in the course, the way I seen it was free advertising. Mm-hmm. When it hit to me, because y'all tried to explain MRR and PLR to me for months. When it hit to me it was like, I thought like the corporation's thinking right now. I get to have you market something I created, that when the people get into it, they watching the videos of me. Mm-hmm. So they getting exposed, they getting the information from me. Yeah, you can have all the money. Cause I already know, oh man, I can get the second sale and the third sale. So to break down the math to y'all, if they get the first sale, that's fine, long as I'm getting the second sale and I'm getting the third sale. I'm winning, because once again, I didn't have to go put that money behind marketing. Mm-hmm. It was like making ads out of people. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And that's another way. A lot of people haven't been exposed to this shit, but you can run ads through your course. I'm not going to break down how, because I finna do that, and I know ain't none of the rest of y'all figured it out yet. So I ain't going to explain that. You go find out when it drops. Or maybe it already dropped, and you going to be like, how old that video is? 4 months ago, he sure told us he figured it out. But once again, that's the difference in between business and knowing and understanding business versus you just out there. Like, let them people get their money if you go MRR. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. Saying, is that camera still going? Okay.
Not we done said all that and you just now worried about the camera.
I told you, it real. Listen, hey, well, I didn't. That was my opportunity to ask her instead of getting up and checking. So, and it's easy to edit, which I'm probably gonna leave that in there, y'all. Y'all, this so real. And like, let's speak to that because I know some people they trying to figure out like why us. You get what I'm saying? Which I usually have an amazingly rude rebuttal to that. But today we can at least give them some answers. And I would say we can go back and forth with it. So if I was to say why us, I'll go first and say I'll go first and say community. Because of the simple fact that I don't think people always understand that it's impressive to us how many of us it is and how we've been able to keep doing this. You get what I'm saying? Like, of course, it's not everybody here who was always hearing stuff like that. But I've never been a part of something where people have stayed together and stayed this peace for this long. That's why I give so much credit to God for like our community beat life. And then, of course, we know it stretches from there because there's people who know just you and there's people who know just Ursula and stuff. But it's powerful because we keep being able to come together, and our basis has never really been coming together to get money together. Even though we get money together, this will probably be the most of that we've ever did. It's always just really been community, like over everything. Like it's the fact that we don't have to do business alone. Mm-hmm. You know, so I would say that's number one for me. What would you say? Why us?
I would say the not giving up. Like no matter what, it was just 2-3 straight years of still doing it. During the good seasons, during the bad seasons, during what you showed the other day, where it was a couple dollars, and then a lot of dollars. So it was like, and I think it rolls back to community because, like, we didn't give each other the chance to. Mm-hmm. It was like, like you said, you take a couple days,
yeah,
but that's about it. So I think it was really just people would start, stop, where it's just been go since we actually decided, because I mean we all came from different ways and then we all committed to what we was doing, and then from there it was like, because I remember Ursula talking about she was just helping her friends make content.
When she started HOT,
and then started actually doing it. I did it for myself, and then was like, well, might as well teach people how to budget. And then you was like, well, I'm here, I'm coaching y'all, so might as well,
cause and that all came off, that's why the podcast, and some of y'all might not know this, is called Viral Virtual to Bricks, is because that's what we did. Like back then, it's so crazy because it worked, and it's so funny. We tell people now, like, don't look at it going that way. But we knew if you go viral, you got more chances of getting more sales. Mm-hmm. So it was like, listen, keep posting till you go viral.
Cause that's what it was for me. Like, it was around holiday season, and I was going live almost every day like I do. And then next thing I know, it hit, and then that's when thousands of people was in the live. I'm over here like, what do I do? There's too many people commenting. It
was so many, and they kept coming back.
Yeah,
like that, which was so crazy. And once again, that's the beautiful part about community, because we had maybe seen that from other people, but we didn't know them people, and we knew a lot of people. You was the first one we had seen thousands and upon thousands. And it was so many comments. Like, I had never seen that. And I done did some stuff around that time too. Cause you was doing that still. I'm trying to think if I had did the Dion stuff by that time. Cause I had that one live. I mean, when I finished, it said I had 35,000 people in it. But in what was so crazy, it still wasn't like yours. Cause I remember I still could read the comments. Versus yours, I ain't know what was happening. I said, man, it's so many. I would go and just go back to the chat and say, y'all, there's so many people over there. I don't know why are y'all talking at one time?
I know. I don't see how people do it.
Listen.
Like, especially when they being messy, I don't see how they catch up. Like, because when it's mess, it's more people than that. Like, I've been in lives where it's like 10,000 at one time.
But it seemed like
all you see is comments.
It seemed like, and you're a positive person, so I want you to speak to this. We got this thing, and it's a science to it. I've given some explanations, but I don't fully understand it myself. Some of us, we can have 100 comments praising us. It's that one comment though where somebody say they didn't like it, and that's what you saw.
I do that too. I do it too.
Yeah.
The only difference is they can't see my face. They can see your face.
Oh, so
when somebody say something, you be like, and then they can't see my face. So I'll be behind the camera like, okay.
That's so crazy, yo. That's so crazy. Another question I got for you: what if you had to say for a growing business owner in the market right now? What is the one thing you would say that they need most right now? That majority of people missing?
Messaging. They don't know who they talking to.
You ain't lying about that.
They do not know who they talking to. Like, ask them what does their product do for the person. They can't say it. Like, they don't know. And I think that's because the MRR has been so spoiling, because you ain't really got to say nothing except for go learn it in the course.
Yeah.
So it's like the messaging is just where people lack. And I lacked that for a long time.
You felt like you lacked that in B.Budgeted?
Yeah. Because when I first started, I felt like I wanted to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
But then that's when I started
zoning in. And it was working so fast, too, so you never really had to tone down to it that much. Yeah.
And that's when I had to zone in and say, well, what is it really that I want to
You know what? That's true. Because when I remember during that spring season coaching you struggled so much with the client journey part. You was like, I don't know who they are or what I want them to do first, next. It took you a few months to iron that out. Yeah.
But messaging is definitely in the clarity of it, because again, when people are like, okay, well, what does this do? You be like it helps you. Well, we know that. What does it really help you do? Because people don't buy off of just to buy. Like, people are buying because they're looking for that solution, but you get them off of that emotion. But if you can't connect to them with what you're saying, they're gonna scroll right past.
They gonna scroll right past. Or they won't stay or come back. If the message don't connect with them in a way where they like, I know why I'm here and I know exactly what it is that you provide for me. Like, I think people have less of a testimony when you don't know or understand your message. You get what I'm saying? Even if they got the testimony, they won't connect it to you, which can be so degrading because you did the hard work to expose them or to help them in that area. So you gotta be connected with people's testimony. It's more important to be connected with people's testimony than it is to be paid by them, because people remember. And yeah, everybody won't come back, but I would like to think that majority, or at least a lot of people, we have emotional attachments. So you remember who helped you, and you remember who were there for you, because once again, like us, it's hard to quit on the community, because the people who already been there with you, they done already stood by you, they done already like even we don't know everything. And this is the difference. Some people, they is knowledge based, and you gotta know everything about the people. It ain't everything that we know about each other. It's what we know about each other means so much that it just make it to where we still bring up people that we check on and be like, man, I wonder what happened to such and such, because we care. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so the messaging is definitely that vitally and important. I got another one for you. On the other side of that, there are people who are experienced in what they do. So we got our package out there where you can come and be coached by us for the year. So we got the 8 weeks where they can come do 8 weeks, and then we got people who can come for the year. You pay for your entire year, y'all. You're going to be able to come out and create content with us. You'll have in-person meetings, all of that good stuff, which is just one extra layer of accountability, right? For those seasoned vets and professionals, from the ones what you feel like hinder them the most? And don't get a nice answer.
What's the nice answer?
I don't know, but I'll give my thoroughbred answer first, and that's that I feel like it's stubbornness. Like if you and not just stubbornness to where it's completely absolutely negative, but I feel like if you even slow to grow, man, this market will destroy you. Like, and we know that being young entrepreneurs and what we do, we know we gotta stay up to date. We know we gotta push P. We know we gotta go after it. But the difference is like so many of the seasoned people I know, that's what it has been. It has been being stubborn. And it's like you can't be stubborn because who you are as a seasoned person is valuable too. But whether it's actually coming to us so you can get the content created, whether it's coming to us and you need the budget part more, because some people just make a lot of money, but they've never budgeted it. And that's why they stuck hustling. I call it the Lil Wayne Effect. There's no reason you should still be doing shows. And for some of them, there's no reason you should still be hustling. Why isn't your money making money for you? And I know that's a business decision, but sometimes I know that as a young entrepreneur, there's certain Airbnbs, Turos, all of this little stuff, having grocery stores or corner stores, stuff that we see make money all the time. I ain't not in that stuff because of I ain't exposed to it or I ain't smart enough to do it. It's because I spent the money to invest in it. I spent it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
I think it goes just to the lack of education. Like, people either don't care to learn it or they just really didn't, like you said, wasn't exposed to it. Like, when they was growing up, they had nothing that even came across them that was like finances, money. So their mindset isn't going to be, let me go learn it, because they feel like they're in the position they're supposed to be in. They never wanted to, like, most people don't dream to be something big. They're just like, okay, well, let me be comfortable. And then there's some where you said the hustle, that's just what they've been doing for so long. So it's like, that's all they can really think of is, and I can think of a few people in the community that are like that. Just where they come from, that's still stuck with them. So that's all they know is how to hustle. They don't know real business.
Which is crazy.
Which comes from me. I didn't know real business either because I never had to do business. Like, my jobs weren't like business jobs. My jobs weren't sales jobs. It was teaching and helping people. So it was like, you come, you do, and then you get paid. Whereas you had a background of, all right, I have to make
you gotta make the money because what they paying you is crumbs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other one I would say is when I was a waitress. But even then, if you didn't make tips, you did get something on your paycheck. Yeah. So it's like
and then you didn't have to bring the people neither. You just had to do a good job. Which is how some people think it goes now. I just need to do a good job. When you can find that in your business, now that hit different. But it usually take you a type of business or a certain something to get there. So, all right, we gonna keep this going, y'all. We gonna bring y'all another one somehow, some type of way. But I want you to look in the camera and tell them who you want to, or even give it to them like this. Who you want to see described by who they currently are in the 8 weeks in the mentorship.
What's the goal for them?
No, who you want to see described by where they are.
Oh, the type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me personally, for the finance side, I need somebody who's actually gonna do it. Like, not just take the information and sit back on it. Like, if I'm telling you to do it, because that's how I am. Like, when I'm getting something from y'all, oh, I'm going and doing it right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not waiting on it. Where it's like, oh, month down the road, oh yeah, I remember you did tell me that. So it's like I need them type of people that's gonna do it. As soon as I tell you what to do, you already own it, because that's how you're gonna see the results quicker, and you're not gonna be like it's halfway through 2025 and you still in the same position. It shouldn't be. Like within the first week or two, you should be seeing something out of it, because that's really all it takes. It's the action behind it. It's not really what you're doing, but it's like, okay, how consistent can you be? How disciplined can you be? Who you looking for?
This one is for all the dogs. A real answer is I need people who got a chip on their shoulder but not a monkey on their back. You know, we talked about that the other day. People with a monkey on their back, you get so lost in proving it to the people who you want validation from, who ain't never coming, that no matter how much I help you, you never go to the next level. You just go through whatever you go through, and then you just start back over trying to prove it again. So you keep mastering the same thing. I don't want them people. I want people who, another way to describe y'all, who ain't never had no help. Like, who know they will accept it, who know they can, who need somebody to take a chance on them. Because you know me, I pull into my clients, I grind with my clients. I'm getting to more of the point where, you know, this year was my first successful year of being like, you don't have to do the same thing as me, or you don't have to rock on the level that I rock on. Make your decisions. I'm still able to coach you. You ain't got to follow my format or none of that. What working for you, and I'm going to be able to coach you either way. So I was able to confidently do that in my business this year. So now I'm looking for them people who, you know, you go do it, but I'm literally just the thing you need. You get what I'm saying? And the people who, I'm also looking for people who can make the money. You know you can sell. I'm looking for sellers, thoroughbred, cornbread fed sellers. But you know your budget messed up, so you need to be budgeted. You know your business credit ain't there. So I'm looking for them people, man. If you're out there, you ain't gotta be homeless. You get what I'm saying? And listen,
Right.
come over here where ain't nobody hating on you neither, because some of y'all, you get what I'm saying? Some of y'all, that's the problem. You don't go nowhere, you don't talk to nobody, because everywhere you elevate, them folk hate on you. B can tell you, let somebody hate on you around me, I'm going to send them to the dark web. You know what I'm saying? Did you know on Instagram, when you go to your block list, if you scroll down, it will give you a suggestion of people to block by who comes to your profile but don't interact with you? Yep. You know who's on there? The person who I put out their community when they were hating on you. Listen, that's some sauce for y'all. Y'all know you don't watch it till you keep it messy. That's gonna be the opening clip right there. That's gonna